We're live.
All righty now.
Don't.
Hey, we coming in on the last day of Black History Month for 2023.
But by the time this is actually released, it will be March.
But we wanted to sneak this one in on y'all. Is that not right, Miss Parker?
That's true. That's very true.
So it's Michael Parker here with...
Hey, it's Tatiana.
Hey, Tatiana. How you doing?
Hey, Tatiana. Hey.
How you doing, big girl?
Hey, Tatiana's good.
So, Ms. Parker, what are we talking about today?
So today we are going to talk about black apparel lines matter. They really do, everyone. They really do.
And I know people probably thinking about, what y'all talking about that today for? What done irked y'all soul today that made y'all talk about this?
Okay, so honestly, earlier we were having a conversation, and it kind of just came up and rolled off our tongue, and it's really like, this is so opinionated, y'all. This episode is like 100% opinion based, and honestly, I must say it's a biased opinion as well.
That damn right is biased. Biased in the motherfucker. So I'm telling you up front, biased. You know why we talking about this today? So we had this discussion earlier. Me and Ms. Parker was talking about, you know, in the wake of social. What we have is a social revolution going on right now. You know, in the wake of all the bad things that happen. You know, police brutality. You know, laws being taken away from us. Laws not being active for us. And social activism has been really at the forefront.
It has. It's been big. It's been on the forefront.
Yeah.
The front line.
Front lines. But it's kind of weird to us, and I guess, you know, I guess as I've gotten older and started understanding the black business side of things.
Yeah. It's tough. It's rough.
It's weird when you see people chanting Black Lives Matter or I'm black and I'm proud, and I'm decked out in Louis, Gucci, and Chanel.
Yeah, that's
no
true.
Disrespect to them, but I'm just
no
like,
tea, no shade. Like,
no, fuck that. I want some shade. I'm getting the whole tree.
Miami palm tree.
Yeah, I'm getting the whole tree.
I like Miami.
I'm giving the whole tree.
That's true. That's true. And I think, you know, it has a lot to do with when we watch like the reality shows.
Scripted
it's scripted.
shows.
Let me just say that it's scripted. We watch these scripted shows, and one of them, you know, in their words, were peddling their businesses. Yeah, they were. That's what they said, not me. Yeah. And in essence, with their wording, them peddling their businesses, like they're peddling their black-owned businesses in like apparel that's anything other than black-owned.
Yeah, and I mean,
it's like a rite of passage.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, I think this is gonna probably rub some people the wrong way, but I mean, you know, it's hard for certain black-owned businesses who are doing their creative bits, who started from the ground up, who started like Watch for Hook with their own unique designs,
and actual story,
and you know, you see somebody just got a thing that says, I'm selling Louis, Gucci, and Chanel, and all the Nike jumpsuits and tracksuits and polo things. You're like, are we really in the black business? Are we in the business of keeping it black?
No, I don't think. I think for a lot of people, no. You're in business and you're black.
Yeah.
But you're not in, like, black business.
And somebody gonna say, man, y'all hating.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's hating. I think, I gave you the disclaimer. It was a very biased opinion.
Yeah, it makes it hard for those who have created something from the ground up to compete with people who are, I'm not saying y'all sell knockoffs, not saying your shit fake. I'm just not saying that ain't in the store. You selling it, and it's big old companies' names on it. You're like, so how is that black business again?
How is it beneficial? Yeah. And I'm not saying that can't happen. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
That absolutely can happen. And I think it will happen regardless. But as we're chanting and screaming and yelling and, you know, all of this black goodness, for those that have these crazy massive platforms, why don't you take that opportunity to spotlight?
I'll tell you why.
A business.
I'll tell you why. Because your shit ain't popping.
Exactly.
And you know why it ain't popping?
Exactly.
It's because it don't cost $2,000.
Well, that $2,000 basically equates to a luxury label.
Yes. And and I'm gonna tell y'all, some of these luxury labels still 100% cotton.
from the same factory. Okay.
Just go hit you up. I remember when Stephon Marbury told the world that Michael Jordan's and his shoes are made in the same Chinese factory.
Oh, he did say that, didn't he?
And we clowned Stephon Marbury for that. And what we should have been saying was, God damn, we overpaying $180 for a pair of shoes.
But that's the same thing about Shaq. I mean, he put his in Walmart.
Oh!
He did. Am I lying? No.
Hey, shout out to Shaquille O'Neal, man. Y'all don't even know Shaq one of the greatest businessmen in our generation.
But his logic and reasoning behind putting his very, very, known brand in Walmart was that he could produce and sell at a more effective price.
And more effective
in bigger quantities.
More effective.
Shit, that mean bigger profit.
Yeah. He basically said, I can make a cheaper shoe, sell more of them, and make more money.
That's what he said.
Ooh, did you hear the economics in that?
But it's not even about it being a cheaper shoe. It's about it being a more cost-effective product.
But that doesn't mean it was cheaply made.
No, that does not. It's all made in the same factory. It's
Say it one more time for the girl in the back.
It's all made in the same factory. It's just a matter of, are you going to correlate that brand to a luxury title?
Exactly. And I get it now. Black folks now have been in corporate America. I'm gonna tell y'all that. You know this number. Black folks have been in corporate America 57 years.
Yeah.
This is now the first generation of wealth for black African Americans in this country.
That's right.
On a big monetary scale. And the first thing that happened was we left our neighborhood.
Yes, we did.
We left behind where we came from. We branched out. We broadened our horizons. Okay.
Yeah.
Mom and pops done dried up.
Yes, they have.
Now you got the new generation of mom and pops.
Yes.
We the new generation of mom and pop.
Exactly.
And so now the mom and pop thing is at a different scale.
It is.
You ain't the corner store no more, or Miss Andy's back in the hood.
Yeah. The candy store.
Yeah, we online.
Yeah.
Which means you can damn near be seen everywhere.
Right.
The internet goes everywhere. And so that's what we're talking about now, is that when there is a platform that people have gotten on or been given, let's just get it like that, we see a lot of us, but not a lot of us in us.
That's right.
Y'all remember FUBU? For us, by us.
That's right.
It got big enough to the point what happened? They bought it out.
They did.
I remember Nelly had vocal.
Well, I still miss my apple bottoms.
What happened with the black-owned luxury brand?
Oh my God.
They bought us
I
out.
freaking love them apple bottoms. I ain't never found jeans that fit so good. I'm sorry.
Girl, you thick.
I don't have time for this. But those jeans were like perfect. Like, oh my God, apple bottoms, come back.
But what we saying is, what happened to our black-owned brands? They get bought out by the competition, and we say, "Oh man, you hit the lick." The problem is we don't come back to it.
Right. That's the hiccup.
Yeah, and that goes back to what we talk about, fake it till you make it, or once you get that high back. When they ask you to remove you.
Yeah.
So
those are all episode topics. Go check them out. I do a lot of ranting.
Exactly.
Wait, hold on. You agreed to that.
I
said I do a lot of ranting, and
you close, shut.
I'm trying to get my point across.
Yeah. And so when we think about those things, we go and look, and you see us fight, chant, crying, begging, pleading. We do all these things on the camera, but yet we in somebody's design.
The double C's.
That don't give a damn really about us.
No, not really. That's not to say.
Nah.
Listen,
I bet you go find. Listen, when they had the porch monkey and the red lipstick,
Mike,
they did it on purpose. When they said we don't make clothes for black people, They said it on purpose.
Yeah, he said it on purpose.
When they turn around and say, I don't give a damn about them N-words, and it's the CEO or the COO or the CFO that says that, they don't. They treat black people, and they've done this for over 400 years, like a commodity. We are a multi-trillion-dollar cultural iconic culture. And I said the cultural iconic culture because we make shit pop.
We do.
And then we turn around and it's only room for one.
Yeah.
And then that's where we become. What was that thing you was watching?
I was about to say Dapper Dan.
That one too. Remember how they treated Dapper Dan?
It took him so long to get the recognition he deserved.
And as much as I love what Dapper Dan has done, they did him like they did Ali. They waited till he fucking got old.
Yeah. And now, yeah.
He's old.
Yeah.
And now they're like, oh, we'll give you a little bit as a concession of what you've done for the culture when they've been biting you for 30 years.
Yes, they have.
They've been biting us for 400. Why are we biting each other? And it gets frustrating because they're going to look at this and say, man, that ain't cool. Why are they saying that stuff?
Because it needs to be said. If I find myself saying this continuously while I'm watching shows, whether it be scripted reality or not, then it's something that deserves to be said. It is. I mean, even when I'm watching it, I'm like, oh my God, they just went and did a protest at whatever city, or they just went and did, a showcase at whatever city, state, small town, who cares? Why didn't they reach out to a local designer, a local boutique owner that the boutique owner may not design the clothes in there, right?
Yeah.
But they may make sure they partner with other black designers to help shine a light on their brands, to help get their messaging out there. They may be a boutique with a purpose, a boutique for a cause.
Yeah, and I mean, for us, we talked to Andre, who's over, hard-headed.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Hard-headed company, hardheaded.co.
Yeah.
We've looked at the Eames team, who's got the I Love Black Men, I Love Black
That's
Woman
right.
design.
And it's crazy. You took the words out of my mouth. I was going to say, even on our platform, we make sure we cross-promote.
Yes.
We ensure cross-promotion, be it small or large.
Exactly. That's just naming a couple.
Yeah.
And we're not in competition with each other.
No.
There's enough for everybody.
It is. It should be a partnership.
But we try to get people to understand. There's so, and I said this before, there are so many people selling black culture to black people. It is just downright astounding that this shit happens every day.
Yeah.
And we're sitting up here looking at it. We're trying to get people to understand the dollar in our community doesn't go anywhere. It flies out of here so
leaves.
bad, so fast.
Yeah.
And, we get it. We're not on that platform where you get millions.
Right.
We on right now. We trying to get to the hundreds. We're gonna get there sooner or later. Gonna get to
Right. Like, trying
to get to the hundreds.
But remember, there was a disclaimer put. This episode is totally biased.
Oh yeah.
It's a biased personal opinion about a business topic.
Yeah, and we're looking at it as we want to make sure that people understand. This is Black History Month. We want to celebrate those black creatives, past, present, and future. There are kids that are coming behind us.
Yes.
Who are going to want to do this. Who are going to want to be naturally, all the way from the root to the tooth. I have started this from the ground up black.
That's right.
They're going to come with their own designs. They're going to come with their own way of thinking.
Their own creative. That's
Exactly.
Cool.
And they're going to be like, man, I wish I knew somebody who did this or tried this. We want to make sure that they understand we here.
Yeah, exactly. Reach out.
And we been here.
Yeah.
And
I don't plan on leaving.
No. At all. And we want for people to understand that in this, we only striving because it seems that we as black creatives, as black business owners, black apparel, we get a knock for certain things.
Yes.
We get a knock for, you ain't got in this color.
Yes.
Oh.
Your colorways aren't 15 deep.
Yeah. Well, you can't go 15 deep in colorways because you're not there yet. Over there.
It's a different scale.
Oh yeah, you got to scale up.
Yeah, it's a different scale to this.
You got to start with. I'm gonna tell you, you got to start with black, white, and gray to get to red, blue, and yellow.
That's true.
And a lot of people don't get that.
Yeah, and you may need to understand that it could be very risky and hurtful to venture out too soon.
Yes.
We talked about that in episodes.
Yeah, we've had some designs we knew they were going to, I'm going to kill them with this one. Child, they ain't dead yet. They ain't dead yet. But that don't mean we don't stop.
No.
Cause I tell Miss Parker all the time, we got some hidden ass designs. Them bitches hidden. They smacking. Everybody just ain't seen them yet. That's all you can say. Everybody ain't seen them yet.
Oh my God,
that's all you really can
true.
say.
That's
Everybody
true.
ain't seen them yet.
Yeah.
They smacking.
That's true.
Smacking like a cow chewing cud, but everybody ain't seen them yet.
That's true.
And so we just wanted to just take time to talk. It's the last day of Black History Month.
And some people are going to be like, so why did y'all decide to end? You come in at the end of the month with this particular topic. First of all, let's be very clear. This topic is relevant year-round. It is relevant year-round. It needs to be said, spoken year-round.
It's Black History 365.
Exactly, because this is an obstacle that we face. And yeah, the topic really did just spin off of a conversation we were having earlier. And it's like, okay, we've been saying this behind the scenes. That's the design we got on the site.
Mm-hmm.
We've been saying this behind the scenes for X amount of time. Well, okay, now it's time to bring it to the front. And it just so happened
exactly
that it came around during, Black History Month. And that's fine.
As I do a lot of the social media things, and my wife does the financial books and behind the scenes things. She does way more work than I do. I tell her, and I get to show her things that, like, man, they are just making it hard for small people like us.
Yeah.
They move the goalposts
Every time.
daily. I'm telling you, this apparel line. The first thing, if you Google starting an apparel line, the first thing you'll see on one of these Google searches, it'll tell you, don't do it.
Hardest thing to do.
Hardest thing to do. They fail the most. They fail the quickest. Right out the bat, you get hit with negativity.
Yes.
And we was like, yeah, okay.
I'm still gonna try it.
Yeah, still gonna try it.
I'll try it.
And we look at things like that. These are challenges, and we are going to fight our damnedest to overcome them.
Right.
And when we was talking about this subject, we was thinking about it, like, man, when we look at us, we look for us.
That's true. That is absolutely true.
Do you know when we say we look at us, we look for us?
That's right.
Man, that sounds like another topic.
I like that.
Who we looking for? We looking for somebody that look like us.
That's right.
We looking for somebody on our shirt that look, act, feel like us. We looking for a saying, a statement, a message
that can relate.
That's us.
Yeah.
It's that damn simple.
It's so simple.
We looking for us in us.
That's
on
so
us,
simple.
by us, for us. And them us's you need shit, us.
All the us's.
All the us's. The US is us, nigga. Shit, give us some of us. That's what we want. Been begging for us for 16, 19.
You need to stop.
I'm just telling you, man.
But it's hard. Like, it is honestly hard. And
yeah. And I mean,
hard. And some people may say, oh, y'all are crying, moaning, whining.
Yeah.
No, it's wishful thinking that some people with larger platforms will utilize it for the greater good. And a lot of times, the larger platforms are utilized for, selfishness.
They utilize for that bullshit.
That's it.
Let's just keep it a book. Most of these shows that they got on there for us, about us, dealing with us, that ain't us.
It's not positive.
There's the word. Positive.
It's definitely not positive.
Listen, a lie will go around the world 5 times before the truth gets off the ground.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't want to see the true us. They don't want to see the hard work in us. I still cannot believe that there is an adage that black people are lazy. We built this bitch.
That's a whole lot of lies right there.
We built this bitch for free.
We built this city.
I mean, we built this bitch for free, for the free. And they got the nerve to turn around and tell y'all for a program that they started for white women, which is WIC and all that other food stamp stuff, was not for us. It's for white people. But, you know, they'll make you say, y'all lazy. How?
And, of course, there's some more language around it.
Oh, yeah. It's a
and
lot
criteria as to why things were created.
Oh, yeah.
We're just doing, like, really umbrella.
Yeah. It was created to save South after Civil War.
Yeah. Like, there's other language around that.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
A bunch of folks were starving on the street because they didn't know how to work and save themselves.
But I guess just really getting back to the black businesses, the ask here is to support them.
Yeah, it ain't gotta be us.
Don't make exactly. It doesn't have to be us.
Yeah.
Or if you're listening to it and you're starting a black business, it's to really pay attention to who's supporting you, how they're supporting you, when they're supporting you, why they're supporting you. Like, just be aware of that. Don't just support, because you're checking a box.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, let's just put it like this. If y'all got questions about starting a real legitimate business, and I say real legitimate because I'm a probably step on some more toes. If Uncle Sam don't know you in business, you ain't in business.
No, it's not legit.
You ain't in business.
It's not legit.
I'm gonna tell you, if you ain't got what they call an EIN or a DUNS number, and you can't file taxes on it,
there's no requirement to file taxes here. Just really work on those things. But also as while you're supporting other black businesses, don't make the criteria or the standard to not be called, legit so hard. Because remember, all this stuff's coming out of the same factories.
Yeah. And
that's one thing. We're so quick to say that's fake. How is it fake? Cotton is cotton.
Leather.
Silk is silk. How is it fake? What makes it fake?
You know why it's fake? Because it ain't theirs. And and that's just one of the issues. When you go look at something, and just go back to something being luxury.
Right.
It's only luxury because somebody turned around to put a high-ass price tag
That's
on
true.
it. And let's just be honest. Because they put a high-ass price tag on it, it gravitates to certain people.
It does.
It makes you feel
it's
empowered, emboldened.
I don't think it's empowered. I think it makes me feel better than. I'm better than you.
Cocky, a little arrogant now.
Yeah, I'm like, I wouldn't even go to empower. I kind of take empowered as positive.
What makes you look cocky, a little arrogant?
Yeah, I take that type of association to that luxury title as like I'm better than you. The arrogance, the cockiness. Yeah.
And we want y'all to feel cocky in our shit.
Absolutely.
And if you want to feel cocky, you can come by www.watch4hook.com. Check out our latest apparel. And so we've been on here a hot second, and I really appreciate you, Ms. Parker.
Yeah, I felt like going a little over our norm this time. It needed to happen.
And this is like I say, we riding out Black History Month hard. And we want everybody to know every day is Black History. Every day you get up, it's a history day for you. It's a day for you to make history, try to achieve history.
That's
and
right.
we just want to give y'all that push to go achieve your dreams. We all know the hook is universal.
It is.
But you know something? You can hit that bitch back.
You sure can. You can continue to stand.
Exactly.
After it hits you. That's what you can do.
Hey, keep standing, folks. We'll catch y'all next time.